Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. With the fadeaway, Jackson gets the bucket. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Now here's Suggs. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr. is an athlete. A big man with some big-time hops.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes two steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Wells. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Over Harris. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter. Jackson, right side. 5 to shoot. Over Harris. Harris gets a hand on it.
What a hustle play by Harris. Getting to the shot and shutting it down.
Antetokounmpo. Bam.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Wells. Six on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three from Suggs. First shot won't go. Williams on the wing. Pass to Harris. Williams up top. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Utah shooting their first free throws of the evening. And Williams drops them both. Memphis leading by 3. The kick out to Adebayo. Lets it go. Nails the baby hook.
Well, Adebayo makes his living on the interior. He's so dangerous close to the bucket.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
Jazz trail by 3. To the middle. Adebayo grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic. Man, the defender really went after him.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Jazz with possession here. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything. Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
.119 left in the first quarter. Harris a screen. Outside for Porter. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great beat. So both teams making some changes here. Grizzlies lead by 3. Here's Suggs. Giannis with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Utah's ball. Now into the lineup for Memphis.
Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. He nails it, and we're tied.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from 14. Nice touch on the bank shot.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
There's the screen by Kuzma. Out left to the wing. Pass to Rollins. Oh, sweet move. And a two-handed jam.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
And here they come. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you guys.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. The kick out to Adebayo. Pass to Wells. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Collier. Here's Caravan. Isaac covering. It's stolen by Washington. Outside Adebayo. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And the foul on Kyle Filipowski. That's his first foul. Utah making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Adebayo up top. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Kuzma's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Washington outside. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA standard?
Well, look, PA, skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's players.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped. Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
There's the drive. Good on the bucket. And now a 7-point Utah lead.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8 points now. Harris outside. Utah moving the ball around. Memphis with a rebound. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Miller on the wing. There's a screen. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And here's Harris outside. Grizzlies trail by 5. Strength and speed, Coach. A combination that Jonathan Isaac brings to the table.
Yeah, Brian, that combo makes him a capable rebounder. He'll grab boards whether he's on the move or stationary. And B.A., he is a devastating defender.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. .144 left in the second.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Jazz lead by 6.
Well, smart play by Giannis. He knows he's pulling the defense in on him, so he moves it back out. Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Porter from outside. Memphis with a rebound. .55 seconds left in the second. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Jazz leading by 4. Porter in the post. Pass to Williams. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
A towering presence. Antetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Utah ahead, up 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Harris a screen. Crafty move.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
From 12 feet. And it's in. Off the glass. Utah leading by 6. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Suggs. Inside. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's got his first 2 points.
Just great court recognition there by Suggs. His teammates appreciate when he gets it to them when they're open.
The kick out to Williams. Memphis with a rebound. Miller outside. Down low. Porter pulls it in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Grizzlies trail by 4. Now Miller. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Porter looks it over. The shake. Out to Harris. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A big-time flush by Giannis.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
Dan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too. Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
18 feet out. Utah grabs the miss.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Harris. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Harris has got his first points of the night.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The drive by Porter. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Misses the 3. Grizzlies trail by 9. And here's Wells. 7 points in the game. Puts the move on. Can't get the layup.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Oh, you can see the athleticism of Adebayo on that drive. What a motor he has.
Up top, Porter. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And the big finish by Giannis.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
The quick look, no good that time.
Well, if you have the space, You have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Antetokounmpo is doubled. Jacks up a three. On target from range. Porter's got his third bucket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Seems like every night Giannis is having his way with other teams. Tonight, another big scoring night.
And Giannis throws it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Wells misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
The offensive rebound. Adebayo from long range. Hits a three-pointer. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Utah. Piling up the numbers that quarter. Already.
30. The Jazz. 47.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Grizzlies trail by 17. From 17. And it's Harris with the rebound. Here's Mikhailuk. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down. Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Suggs, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
The three ball. Memphis with a rebound.
Utah foul. Calvin. First personal foul. First team foul.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Fires high post.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Harris left side. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. It's stolen away. Here's Caravan. And he dunks it down.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Here's Rollins. Had a miss there on the triple.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Pass to Caravan. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Suggs. Grizzlies trail by 15. Looking to get back on track.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
Here's Rollins. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pass to Jackson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
And Allie, thanks.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack. Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Jerome fires. Misses the three.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
He takes it in. Oh, he leaves no question.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Miller. Cleared away by Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Outside Kuzma. Jacks up a three. Oh, it doesn't go. Grizzlies trail by 13.
And Adebayo's such an excellent passer as a center. Finding the open man right there.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Now here's Harris. Now pass to Williams. Going inside. Bangs it in. What a move.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Jazz.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Puts up the tray. Money from 3. And it's Porter with the ball for the Jazz.
Grizzlies foul. Terrence Shanks. First personal foul. First team foul.
Antetokounmpo. Harris. Yes, sir, with the 3. So we see the Jazz taking the